back to another What Everybody Wednesday and another episode of the What Everybody podcast. Ryan and Johnny are random today as Johnny is off in Sweden and Ryan is in Johnny's spot. It sounds weird, it sounds crazy, but it all will make sense in the end. So sit back, have a couple of glasses of wine just like Johnny, slurring his speech. So with no further ado, Ryan and Johnny.
This bitch. Hey. All right. Hey. Episode 62. This is trippy, dude.
Hey,
got Martin.
Like, yeah, I know. It's like a deception kind of thing. I was looking at a video, like, that's where Johnny usually sits.
I know. I classed the place up a little bit. I think I look better than Johnny does in this room. This is trippy. You're in Europe. I'm in LA. We're 9 hours of time difference apart.
Nobody's in Pittsburgh.
Nobody's in Pittsburgh.
Nobody's in Pittsburgh.
Nobody's in Pittsburgh. Ain't nobody there. So what's up, man?
Hey, buddy. How you doing? It's been a crazy. Martin picked me up at the airport.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Just check this out. So we leave at 9 a.m. I get to the airport in Burbank on Monday morning, 9 a.m.
Monday morning.
Tuesday evening at 11:30 p.m. we land in Copenhagen. So 12 a.m. Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, we see Martin.
Yeah.
We get to Martin's house at about 1 a.m. Wednesday morning. I turn on my phone to find out that the band that we're doing 12 shows with as an opener has now canceled the tour. Canceled.
And they didn't tell you this the day before.
I turn my phone on in Sweden and find out the tour is canceled. Martin's going to shower. But
good seeing you, Martin. Pop back in whenever you're non-smelly. So you get there, your tour is not canceled, but they canceled their tour.
So yeah, essentially we lost like 11 shows of our tour. We're just like now granted, hey, listen, heart goes out and goes out to the Pete's family of Electric Mary.
So they had a reason.
No, the guitar player's dad had a medical issue. Family first. Okay. You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we've managed to recover really well. It's been a very crazy, stressful 24 hours where I managed to, with the help of our agent, just piece together a tour. So like we were leaving.
Of those dates honor the fact that you were booked too? Are you playing some of those shows?
A couple of them, yeah. The couple of them are still wanting us, and we actually, making some money, making a little bit more money because it's just us. But then what had happened was there was a period of time where Electric Mary was leaving to go open up for Massive Wagons in Germany. Okay. So the fact when they canceled that tour, what had happened was now we have the opening slots for Massive Wagons. Mimi, come here, Mimi. Mimi's belly. Oh, dude, Harris.
Okay, so anyone listening has no idea that you're talking about Martin's
Mimi,
dog.
there she is, Mimi.
On a scale of 1 to 1 too many drinks, how many drinks have you drank?
I probably had like at least a half a bottle of wine and a beer.
I could tell because you start talking like this. This is Johnny's 3 sheets to the wind voice.
Yeah.
Anyways,
so basically,
hey, drunk boy. Well, before you get into the rest of your story, why don't you say hi to the people?
Hello, everybody. I'm coming in hot. It's been a long couple of days.
Yeah, we gotta catch up.
We had a gig last night.
You played Malmo Festival last night, huh?
Yeah, man, it was pretty awesome.
Yeah,
I had a good time. It was
in the same spot.
It's same spot, but it's different because it's not in 10 anymore. It's actually bigger because trees grew in, so they had to move it. So now it's like a big outdoor stage. They're part of like the festival now more so than they were before. They were part of the festival before, but now they're like really incorporated where they get money from the festival.
It's a bit more downtown.
And yeah, it's like right there that takes up the street. They close the street and it's like right on the street now.
So you get in, you open your phone up, you find out that the band you're touring with is canceled.
I get a text from the agent that says, "Bad news, call me." So I text him, I'm like, "What's up?" So he calls me, I'm like, "What's going on?" He's like, "The worst possible news you can imagine." I'm like, "What's that?" He's like, "Electric Mary just canceled the tour." And I'm like, "Oh my God." And I was like instantly panicked because I'm like, it was a chunk of shows. I mean, it was half the fucking tour.
What's the tact on that? I mean, had they let you know before you guys left, you still would have went.
Yeah, I mean, like the Malmo Festival in itself was worth coming for. You know me, I'm just like, I'll fix it. And I did. So now,
I'll fix it. Give me my phone, my vape pen, and an hour and a half, and I'll
yeah,
fix it.
like my dad's a fucking TV repairman. I can fix it.
He's got the ultimate set of
Yeah, he's
tools.
got the ultimate set of tools. No, like we pieced it together. It's like the
Good.
tour is ending 8 days early, but we're still doing a couple of festivals. We got to do some of the shows that we were going to do with Electric Mary. We're doing on our own. We're
Hmm.
still doing the English shows, and now we got the opening slots. Electric Mary was leaving us for a few days to go open up for Massive Wagons in Germany, and now we're the opening band for Massive Wagons in Germany. So that works out to be really good,
Cool.
actually. How you doing?
I am doing pretty good. Pretty good. It's I so I was thinking about you being in Scandinavia, and I'm obsessed with like black metal, like Swedish metal, black metal, Norwegian metal, like
I saw a band today that had the fucking stick figure logo.
the logo that you can't read purposely. Like it's just
These kids, I don't even know if they had pubic hair, bro. They were like
like I don't
really
like the I don't like the music at all. I like I but I'm obsessed with like the lifestyle of it.
what, so like which ones?
Have you remember Mayhem?
I don't know anything about Mayhem. You were briefly telling me about Mayhem the other day, but I
Yeah.
still have not checked them out. So why don't you inform me a bit of this
So it's
band
trippy.
Mayhem?
First of all, they've been around since the 80s, and they had a singer that killed himself. Okay, he sliced his wrist and shot himself, something like that. It's like crazy, like super dark, super dark. But he left a suicide note, and his suicide note essentially was saying like he never felt like he was alive and part of the world. He felt like he was just like walking around dead and cold. And he's like, this is something I've been planning for 12 years now. It's like super weird. But so he kills himself, and the guitar player finds him and goes and gets a camera and takes a bunch of pictures of his dead friend. And
Interesting.
they used the picture for an album cover. They did a live album, and they used a picture of the dead guy after he killed himself as an album cover.
It's Martin in his underwear. I'm filming.
Okay. Way to derail my story, dude.
Sorry,
As
dude. I
per
mean,
as per usual.
well, it's not very often you get Martin in his underwear walking around, so I had
That's
to
true.
capture it.
That's true. That's true. So anyway, the guitar player that takes these pictures, they get a new singer, and the new singer kills him, stabs him to death, stabs his bandmate to death, goes to
Why?
prison for
In
that. I
Scandinavia,
actually
in Scandinavia, he only went to prison for 5 years.
he went to prison for 15 years, dude. 15 years. That doesn't sound like that long of a time. 15 years, right?
Not for stabbing your guitar
For
player.
killing somebody, yeah. So anyway, like and this is my point, and this is what makes me laugh, and I laughed because I know that you're in Sweden right now, and I'm thinking of this band. But the bass player's name is Necro Butcher. Okay. And the drummer's name, what do you think
What's
the
his
drummer's
real
name
name?
is?
What's his real name? What's
Oh, it's a
Necro
good
Butcher's
question.
real
Let
name?
me see. Let me look it up. Necro Butcher's real name is, it's probably like Terry Jorn Stuberund. Jorn. 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 Anyway, that's Necro Butcher. And the drummer's name is Hellhammer. Okay?
Hellhammer.
Hellhammer. Okay? What's his, yeah, I know you're going to, what's his real name?
So Hellhammer was murdered by who?
No. Okay. So you've had a little too much to drink. I'll try to consolidate my story. The original singer kills himself. The guitar
Yeah.
player takes a picture of that. They use that picture, very dark idea. They use that picture for an album cover, which pissed the band off. I don't know if that's why the new singer killed him, but anyways.
Oh, for a different band. He didn't even use it for the band. It was a
Hi,
different
Johnny.
band.
My name's Ryan. Have we met? They used it for their band. Anyway, I just thought, I don't know. Okay, so my entire point, this is a shitty topic brought up because you're in Sweden, but my entire point was like, these dudes are like hardcore, like black metal
And
band.
they kill each other.
Necro Butcher and Hellhammer, and like they're murdering each other and like
Yeah.
putting imagery like that as their album cover and everything. But like, I just laugh if I thought like, What if they were just like these insecure dudes?
Hmm.
Like, oh hey Necro Butcher. Oh hey, what's up, Hellhammer? What's the matter today, man? I don't know. Did you ever just feel like you can't bring the thunder? It's so stupid, dude.
You're here, tell me here. I'll give you something to laugh about. So I wake up late for the airplane the other day. Go figure. Thank God I packed the night before. My roommate's knocking on the door and he's like, "Yo, man, we gotta leave." I'm like, "Oh fuck, dude, I gotta go shave. I gotta take a shit. I gotta take a shower."
Dude.
So I run out, and on the way out, I grab my AirPod case, go to the airplane, wait a few hours, get on the airplane. Lights taking off. I go to put my AirPods in.
Of course they're not charged.
I open my AirPods. They're not even in there.
Oh no, dude, that's so awful.
Horrible. Because I was so jacked up about going on tour that I didn't fall asleep. Like I couldn't fall asleep. I'm just laying in bed and I put my headphones on so I didn't wake up my girlfriend while I'm like watching TV because I can like, AirPod my TV.
Yeah.
And I guess I they fell out while I fell asleep with the AirPods in and they're in my bed right now.
Well, at least you know where
I
they
I,
are.
I got the case. I got the case, but not the pods of the air kind.
Not the pods of the air persuasion.
Hence why I'm using the old school one. That I had to buy a dongle. Dude, can I tell you about how they ripped my asshole apart at every goddamn airport I was at?
You're gonna
Not
have to
only
explain that. You're gonna have to clip because first of all, did that mean they
no,
searched your asshole? Did
they
they search your
didn't. But
asshole?
like, listen, first let's just start. Like, I have like TSA pre. Like I
Yeah.
shouldn't be having problems at fucking
Yeah. Best hundred
security
dollars ever. Best hundred
at
dollars.
the,
Good.
ever. So in Phoenix, our first layover, we flew Burbank to Phoenix, Phoenix to London, London to Copenhagen. So fucking leaving Phoenix, they went through my bag. The lady called over the supervisor to see if he was going to to see if she was going to let me fly with my drumsticks. She was
Wow.
questioning whether or not I was able to take my drumsticks on the plane. So
Wow.
then the guy rolls up and he's like, "Oh,
So why
drumsticks," and
did you not just check those in your bag, or is it? I
because
mean,
it's in my backpack. My backpack's just like the stuff where I have my bass drum pedal, and
yeah.
my drumsticks, and like all my shit's in my backpack. It always
Yeah.
gets fucking flagged because there's like a mixing board, there's wires, there's a click. It looks like I'm carrying a bomb on an airplane. Like I get it, right? Fine. I
Yeah.
get past Phoenix. I get to London. So we decide to use our frequent flyer miles to
Where
fucking
they
go into
were
to go
absolutely assholes. I've had
go
so much trouble in
the,
London.
the American Airlines lounge, which is in Terminal 3. But our flight's leaving from Terminal 5. I go with Felipe outside to smoke a cigarette in Terminal 3. We leave the terminal. We can't get back into Terminal
Yeah.
3 because we
Yeah.
don't have a boarding pass for Terminal 3.
Oh, dude.
So all of our shit, all of our bags are in the American Airlines lounge with Zach in Terminal 3, and we're only able to get into Terminal 5. So this is how this whole day
Well, does
starts.
he have to go to Terminal 5 eventually?
Yeah, so he has to carry, but you understand, like, he's got his own fucking, like,
Yeah, he's all three people's worth of shit.
right. So he gets to Terminal 5. He finally gets there. We meet him. We go through security. The two guys get through security before me, so they go to the duty free store because the duty free store in Phoenix wasn't open, and Felipe needs to get cigarettes, and Zach needs to get booze, and I want to get a bottle of wine, might I add. Speaking of which, cheers.
Cheers, buddy. Cheers. It's afternoon here, so I'm just gonna do it in spirit.
If you were a real man, you'd be drinking some wine with me, but that's a whole different story.
Well, I guess I'm not a real man then.
I
Anyway,
guess
I have some
not.
questions. You finish your story. I have some follow-up questions for this.
So those guys go and they get their security and they go to tax duty free. This comes in later. So they pull my backpack out. And in my backpack is fucking a couple of bricks of drumsticks, a bass drum pedal. And they felt bad because of the whole fucking story with the whole thing. So they put us in the fast track at Heathrow. The fast track turned out to be like, they're going to rip my asshole apart. They pull everything out of my bag. They pull everything out of my other bag, all my toiletries. They're telling me that I have too many things in my plastic bags for the toiletries. They're like, you can't have more than two. They made me throw away my deodorant. They pull out the bass drum pedal. They pull out the drumsticks. They're calling supervisors over. To make a long story short, they're like,
Yeah.
"Where are your friends? Why are they not here with you?" I'm like, "Well, they went to duty free." They're like, "Why did they go away so quick?" I'm like,
Because you're taking too long.
what are you looking for exactly?" Like I figured out they thought I was carrying drugs. They must have because they just kept taking my shit and checking it over and over and over again.
So, follow-up questions. Number one, I Heathrow is the worst.
They
I remember
they
one
they
time I had eye drops. I had eye drops for my contacts, and the guy took it and he goes, "You can't have this." I was like, "Why?" He goes, "It's too big." I went, "Well, it's travel size. It says it's printed on it like travel size, you know." And I said it was okay when I got to the airport in LA. He goes, "You're not in LA." And he goes, "You can go buy another one over there," and pointed to like the shop. It's like, "You asshole." And he's just like, he's being cunty on top of it too. You know, it's like, first of all, you're a dick. Second, you're a cunt. So I got your back there. Now where I don't have your back is, why can't you sit still for 8 minutes? What is it about getting to Terminal 3 that you have to go outside of why do you have to leave the terminal?
I went outside with them. I don't even smoke cigarettes. I didn't need to leave the lounge.
Yeah, dude, you're a squirrel. You can't just sit still.
No, I went with my friend who wanted to go outside and smoke, bro. It's been like a fucking pal. Pal backwards is lap.
Lap. I was being a good boy.
Yeah, I was being a nice guy.
I don't know. That's a pain in the ass. I hate flying with all that stuff too.
Last night we played a gig and it's great. We always talk about it in rehearsal. We're like, all right, we're gonna play to the click. And I'm like, yeah, but you guys realize, like, as soon as the adrenaline starts, I can't keep you guys on the click in rehearsal. Once the adrenaline starts, there's no holding back. I can safely say that last night's gig, I used the click maybe 40% of the show.
Well, they speed up.
Well, as it starts, it's like there's no pulling this back. Just turn the fucking thing off and float, run with it. Sounded
Oh,
great.
come on, guys. Come on, guys.
A couple of gigs into the tour, the adrenaline thing will slow down and it'll settle into click world. And
I guess.
then my fun's lost. See, I want to play with no click. I just want to play. When I
Yeah.
play to a click, it's like fucking like, all right, here's your shake.
It's all on time and sounds right.
All right, you're one of those guys. You
No,
know,
I'm fine with you doing whatever. Dude, I would wager that when you have the click on and in my little guitar world, there's been times you turn the click off and I have no clue. I guarantee it. There's no way. I don't have the ear for that.
no, there isn't. In Wanna Drive, I don't. The only time I ever do, and I do it every time, it's very consistent, is when we get to the guitar solo of Metal Bridge.
Well, the time changes there, yeah.
Yeah, I guess it is the time change is why I do that.
Hey, I got a question for you, my man.
Yeah.
Is this too early to announce that we're doing a Warner Drive show in October?
No, we're doing October 14th. Is it too early to announce that you need
Yeah.
to make a poster for it?
Oh, hey, cool. I just created some work for myself. Yeah, we haven't played in a while, and we're playing the Viper Room on October 14th. It's 3 days before my birthday.
All right, that is. This is a Ryan Harris birthday
Ryan
show.
Harris' birthday show,
Dude,
dude.
you know what's crazy? I was
Who's
driving with
coming?
Martin. I was driving with Martin the other day back from the airport, and Andreas, or it was yesterday, we were driving into Malmo.
Mhm.
Andreas from Helge
Helga Festival.
called Time to Rock Festival now, I guess it's called. He was telling me while on the phone that he's going to be in LA and he's going to miss our show by like just a couple of days. And he actually called the Viper Room. He had heard we were playing,
Yeah.
and he had called the Viper Room to find out when we were playing.
I suggest he extends his stay. He can crash at the bungalow with me.
I'm kind of drunk.
Yeah, I can tell. Like, it's okay, bud. It's all good.
It's 11 o'clock here. It's 11:10. I have jet lag pretty bad. I was falling asleep this afternoon. I was forcing myself to stay awake.
Yeah. You
Very jet-
you've been there for what, 4 days, 3 days?
Today's Thursday. I got here 2 nights ago around this time. In
Yeah.
20 minutes will be 2 days since I've landed in Scandinavia.
Yeah. Well, we can cut this one a little bit short. You should probably like try to go to bed at a normal time, and you'll wake up probably feeling fine tomorrow.
I have a gig tomorrow. Gotta get some sleep.
Yeah. Got to approach my craft as though it's.
Yeah, I get some sleep. I'll sleep
Where,
during the show. That's a good
where,
time to sleep.
well, you get to sit the whole show. That helps.
Yeah, but we don't do anything back there.
You don't do anything. Just sit there. But
Helsingborg tomorrow.
Are you playing the Rock Boat? Or are you playing Tivoli?
No, they closed. No, neither. We're playing a place called Charles Dickens.
Charles Dickens. Sounds like an academy.
Yeah, it is
Sounds
an
like
academy.
sounds like a school for writers.
It is a school for writers. How did you know that?
Yeah. Because Charles Dickens is a writer and I'm a smart guy, Johnny.
So I love you, man.
I like doing the podcast with Drunken Johnny.
Drunken jet lag Johnny.
Drunken, jet lagged, slurring his speech, 3 sheets to the wind. Had to throw his deodorant away at Heathrow Airport.
Dude, motherfuckers, and I still haven't bought any.
Like, why did they make you throw your deodorant away? What was wrong with your deodorant?
She said it was almost empty.
Who cares? But they threw it away because it was almost
Said
empty.
she almost
They
threw
were
away
just-
my fucking Nick. They almost threw away my Nick salt juices. They fucking like you can't have 3 bags worth of liquids, and I stuffed the fucking deodorant into that. They're like, "What? There's nothing left in this anyway. Just throw it away." And I was just like, "Ah." But if I wouldn't have brought it, if there was nothing left, it would have got me through the tour, dude. I barely shower.
Since when is their job to tell you that your deodorant's almost empty?
Right? She was a cunt. Excuse my fucking French. She was a cunt.
Yeah. You were in
It is-
England. They like that word over there.
Yeah, it's all right. Hey, I love everybody, and I hate to cut it short, but I'm tired today.
All good, dude. Have Naked Martin come in and wrap up the podcast for us.
Hey, Martin, he wants Naked Martin to come in and wrap up the podcast.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, Drunken Johnny, why don't you say goodbye and we'll chat soon.
Thank you. Join us again here on the What Everybody podcast. I'm Drunken Johnny. Please subscribe, like it, subscribe,
Please
like,
subscribe.
and report. Ryan's going to do the intro this week, and come here, Naked Martin's back.
No.
Naked
Martin. Hey, Naked Martin, come say goodbye.
Hey, Martin.
Hey, buddy.
There's hornets.
I know.
Martin, I would like to thank you for being graciously hospitable to our drunken friend over there, who probably smells like he needs that deodorant that Heathrow Airport threw away.
Yeah, I'll see.
Fucking
See if
bastard.
we can get him a new one.
Bastards.
Yeah. All right, guys. We'll see you next week.
All right.
Take care.
Later.
Bye.